Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. Are we live? We are live. We're here. Okay, we're good. I'm good. Mike's good. You're good. I'm good. We good. All right, good. Finally got that taken care of. Farside TV, and right now we're about to go over the best rappers for
Yes.
each year of the last 20 years. So if you don't know me, I'm Cypher. I'm making listening music so you don't have to. If you don't mind, go
Ooh.
ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my
Please hit the
channel.
like button.
Let
Please
me know that you want
subscribe.
to see me see
Like
more
the man
dope videos
said.
like this. I really consider it. I highly consider it.
Ooh,
I
it's
think
gonna be something else right here. I tell
we
you
can do
that.
it, man. So we're gonna go from 2005 to current day 2024.
On the
So let's
way,
get
on
to
the
it.
way, on the
That's what
way.
we're gonna do. So 2005, we got Mr.
All
Kanye West
right.
as the best rapper that year. Now it was
Ooh.
hard doing this list. It was hard because that year we had the I guess you can say the reprise of Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 2, and everybody was talking about hearing little murmurs that this guy may or may not be the best rapper. We don't know yet, but we're getting to that point, right? So Carter 2 was fresh. We had hustler music, money on my mind, etc., etc. But we also had Ti, we had Jeezy, and we had several other rappers, right? But this
Ooh.
guy, Kanye West, stood out
Yo,
above
Mr.
them
All
all.
Days Off, what's going
And
on?
then this year before
Let me
him,
turn this other guy down. He likes to talk a lot.
2005.
Let me turn him down. There we go. What's good, Mr. All Days Off? What's going on, Rob? Rob in the building. What's happening? Y'all came just in time because the show is about to start in 2 minutes. That's all days all said. Finally making that beat making video idea. I'm here for that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm here for it, man. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do this. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be the first time I do this on the spot. I have done this before, randomly, but it wasn't as I'm saying tight as it is now. Right now, it's about to be tight. So, uh, get us going here in just a few minutes. I want to start this thing off right. We're gonna be making a beat in 30 minutes or less. A real beat. A lot of people ain't too familiar with GarageBand. People have heard of it too, but everybody's not too familiar. So the best part about this is not only will you learn something, not only will I challenge myself, but I will definitely not only will I learn something and challenge myself, but I'll be able to teach people how to do this thing. You know what I mean? Mr. Aldays also said, got any opinions on trendy topics before you start, like that men's Olympic game yesterday and historic WNBA All Star game, etc. Of course, we can talk about all that. And for those who aren't familiar, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. We will be getting to that beat making soon. Right now, we're gonna let everybody get settled in and all that good stuff. Rob says Bobby Lashley contract set to expire soon. Yes, yes, it is. Hopefully, Bobby goes somewhere else and makes history. As far as trending topics, that Olympic game was something else. It seemed like everybody that's in the league, no matter how popular they are in the league, they gonna rep their home country, and I get it. You know what I mean? Um, I, I I think they were like that back when I used to watch it prolifically. They'd have these All Star games, they have the playoffs, and when it's time to go to the Olympics, they go to their home country. They got represent. So I'm here for that. You know what I mean? Um, WNBA All Star Game. I didn't see that, and I ain't really hear nothing about that yet. So I'm still ready for that. If you have any opinions on that one, Mr. Ollie's also said Triple H letting Tamina, Lashley, and MVP go. Well, it's about time because you ain't doing nothing with none of them. You might as well let Omos go too, because apparently he ain't been hurt or nothing. He just been chilling because they had no creative plans for him. So definitely need to let them go and flourish somewhere else. Rob said Hulk Hoeman did evolve to a Republican man. I tell you, that show how it is. Maybe he dodging bullets like Trump out here. It's all these all said South Sudan was impressive, but King James put them away in last seconds. Yeah, man. That LeBron, he gonna do his thing. He gonna do his thing regardless, whether it's a playoff, whether it's Olympics, any of that. LeBron is going to do LeBron. That's one thing you can't take away from LeBron. So, Mr. Aldays all said WNBA All Star Game was better than the NBA one this year. I believe that, and I've been skipping the All Star games like every year, not just because I intentionally to, but I never really hear any promotion for it. And when I do, and I do see something, it just looks like everybody's around playing. It's actually like balling. Everybody's just like having fun, and you're supposed to have fun, but you're supposed to be competitive too. You know what I'm saying? They just be like doing trick shots and stuff. I don't like it. Someone's keep scratching my nose. Robert says, shame on Vince McMahon, aka McPimpin, not giving to me the title run. I know, right? People don't recognize, people go off of your lineage sometimes, and people don't recognize your current success story and what you got to offer. They just do what they do. And it's a shame. Ballet says, teach me how to make music. Yes, yes. What's going on, Ballet? Say good evening, DJ. Hello to the chat. Yes, we about to make some good music here. I got some good selections for y'all. Robert said, you ever watch DBZ Wrath of the Dragon? Is that the old one? Like an old DBZ movie? Because I feel like I haven't. But I'm still always current with DBZ no matter what the situation is. I'm always watching either DBZ abridged or some type of classic, DBZ story. What's happening? Says Rob, says to Ballet. And like Miss Ballet said, please hit that like button and do what you do. I appreciate it. Mr. Always also said, if you got a DVR, men's team play last exhibition game again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Fox against Australia. I wonder if Della Padova is going to be playing in Australia, if he's still around to do that, or Moskov. No, Moskov is Russian. Della Padova, though, in Australia. I can see that. Ballet said, Robert, I'm here for tonight's music lesson. All days off said, how are you, Ballet? Rob says, yes, it's 90s DBZ movie. Bet. And since you mentioned that, Rob, it's funny you mentioned that because today I was thinking about another video coming out this week. If rappers were DBZ characters, it's kind of like I did the last series. It was if WWE superstars were DBZ characters, but this time I'm doing if rappers were DBZ characters, and I think I found some very interesting comparisons. So be on the lookout for that. Oh, Rob said, me too, Ballet. All these officers, did you hear about that wild Jake Paul Mike Perry last night? I never watched it. I knew they was gonna fight, but I didn't get to watch it yet. So I don't know about it. Hopefully Jake Paul got the Paul beat out of him. Now he's just Jake from State Farm. Ballet says, Mr. All Days Off, king of the one-liners. You be having me cracking up. Yeah, man. And Rob said, oh, I will. You remember a hero who? Is that the big monster that looked like a giant grasshopper cricket yellow thing? If so, then yes. All right. So I want to make this a solid time to start because it's going to be 30 minutes exactly. We're going to be setting our timers. I know I'm going to be setting mine. And I got to get something because it looks like I'm on I'm on coke right now. I keep wiping my nose, sniffing. But we're going to start at, I'd say, in the next 5 minutes, we're going to actually start the process and make that beat in 30 minutes. It's going to be a challenge for me. Like I said, I've done it once before, but it wasn't intentional. It was just everything was flowing at that moment, and I wanted to knock it out while I had spare time. So that's what I did. So it's going to be very interesting. But in the meantime, we can do a little chat, about what's coming up. And for those watching, yes, I will be streaming Wednesday for AEW Blood and Guts, because although it's not PLE, it's still a special show, and I'm off that day finally. So yes, I will stream AEW Blood and Guts finally. All days off. So I just checked Del Padova, Exum, Josh Giddy, and Patty Mills are most notable on the current Australian team. I didn't even know Patty Mills was Australian. To be honest, I really didn't know that. Um, yeah, I really did not know that. Mm-hmm. Kachi. Hero Degarn. See, even if you break it down, I just can't say it right. It's just a weird name. It's kind of like that word melancholy. It's almost like you want to say melancholy, but it's just melancholy. It's such a weird word to say. Robert Brown, I want to remind you to check out Blank Bet. What's the genre of the beat you making? That's an interesting question, Mr. All Days Off, because we are about to get into that too. And if we get through the comments and everything before then, we can stretch this out to, I'd say, right now it's 7:36 where I'm at. So let's officially start at 7:45. That way we're not rushing. We're talking, chilling, getting to everything, but then we have a good solid time. So we still got about 8-9 minutes. So we good. Robert said, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Or as Triple H would say, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Bro, got the hottest breath in the WWE. Rob said, if I may ask, how you get Wednesday off? The schedule is random, but it's random, but it ain't. Let's just say I just so happen to be off this time. So I would stream the regular shows if I could, but since it's not like a consistent thing, I can only like do it when I get a chance. So I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to try something out. You know what I'm saying? So AEW Blood and Guts. I really wanted to do what's it called, Forbidden Door, but I just couldn't get around to it. And that was the first AEW pay-per-view I watched from beginning to end, like all in one take. So that was dope. All right. 7 minutes. Okay. Ballet said, I'm doing okay at Mr. All Days Off. Rob said, if you can do a reaction to Home of the Brave by Blank. Oh, okay. I might, Rob. And that's an interesting thing you said about that, because y'all know the Childish Gambino reaction I just did, right? Yeah. Had to take it down because YouTube be YouTubing. I said, come on, bro. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Apparently, it got blocked later. So I had to take it down. Now, I don't know why they did it with that one and not the Eminem one, because the Eminem one is still up. But something about that Childish Gambino, I don't know. I guess the music was too real for him. So as far as streaming music, I think I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to just probably stick to my pre-recorded edits of reactions. That way I can have more control over how much gets let out and what ain't, because people ain't got time to be staying up all night just to get blocked, your video blocked. Like, come on, man. That's not even cool. You know what I mean? Oh. So all these always say another cute question. Can you look at the ESPN top 100 athletes of the 21st century list online? Just want your opinion on the top 10 real quick. Okay, let's see. Top 10 100 athletes, ESPN. Mm-hmm. 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 Michael Phelps, Serena Williams. Messi is number 3. Hold on, man. Hold on. Time out. I see why you wanted me to look at this. This ain't blasphemy, but it's Messi over LeBron? LeBron's number 4? No, bro. Like I'm not even trying to hate. I never heard of Messi until like the last couple years. I'm not saying he ain't been doing his thing, but we all know what LeBron been doing. And even though I'm not a LeBron fan, I can't help but acknowledge the greatness. And nah, bro, what? What is happening right now? No. And then Michael Phelps. I think the reason why that one's number 1 is because of its swimming as opposed to bouncing a ball or throwing pigskin. They look at it a little differently. So I think that's why he's there at number 1. Um, that's a lot. Uh, as far as that, I think LeBron should be further up. Tom Brady number 5. I mean, okay. Simone Biles number 7. I mean, technically, Tiger Woods number 8. Usain Bolt number 9. What? Kobe number 10. Okay. Now I'm having the issue here. Why are Usain Bolt and Kobe so low? I feel like I'm watching the top 100 rappers ever list, like when it's always Jay-Z is number 1, and they'll have like one of your best rappers at number 12 or something. I feel like that's what I'm watching here. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. That's different. I'm glad you showed me that because I ain't never even pay attention to that like that. Hmm. Hmm. Man. Okay. I think I got what I need here. Bam, bam. Take this off. We place this here. We coming up, guys. We coming up. We coming up. For those who clicked on the video, wondering why it's been about 20 minutes and we ain't got no music, just give me time. We getting there. We are getting there. Valley said we can smell his breath from around the corner. Absolutely. The game has had the garlic parmesan. LOL from all days off. Robert said, if you found out Ric Flair was your biological father, how would you react? I'd say I need to get something out the deal for bro pass. I ain't gonna lie. I know that's not right. I know it ain't right. But at all this time, yeah, I'm gonna need a little something. I'm gonna need a little cut. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna need a cut, Rick, because I don't want nothing to happen. Then I was like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Sorry, but you ain't been in my life, so I can be like that. It's always also said the biography on Mark Henry is on A&E right now. Mrs. was really good last Sunday. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up on them. Glad we saw it live. That's what's up. Rob said also you should reach out to blank for a collabo. I sure will. All you talking about? Glad we got saw live. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And did y'all know that song he had that I was like really gassing over? That one he had called "Can You Feel Me" with Legend. Did y'all know that one was like y'all know Legend's his son? I didn't know that. He did a song with his son when they were going back and forth and sharing those sad stories and stuff. I thought that sounded like a kid, but I wasn't sure. And it was his 8-year-old son. I think he's 8, something like that. Yeah, the same one, I assume, from that album he had that had Redbone on it, I think. Don't quote me on that. Mm. Oh, yeah, y'all remember that. Hey, look at that. It said, don't be a menace. Um, Also, you should reach out to Blank. Valley said a shame. All right, Miss Charlie's also find out. I did find out the voters were from all over the globe for that ESPN list. Of course, that makes sense. Michael Phelps is a beast. I can't even hate. He dominates all swimming contests yearly, not just the Olympics. Yeah, he deserves to be up there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised he didn't say Tony Hawk. They've been calling Tony Hawk the GOAT of everything for for years. So I'm really surprised they ain't go that far. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. Mhm, mhm, mhm. All right. It is 7:45, but again, we're gonna make it at 30 minutes exactly. Let's throw in another 5 minutes. Ballet's laughing. Mr. All Days Off said Ballet or Billboard had a top hip hop albums list recently too. I'm scared to see that. I'm pretty sure the Blueprint is probably number one. Billboard, oh boy, exactly. People that have no place judging music, just like the Grammys. Rob said, if Ric Flair started crying, would you show him some sympathy then, or had you has the same reaction? I had the same reaction. Let me get some. Let me get that. I'm gonna need a cut. Seriously. Because I mean, think about it. Nobody's going to believe that you're my biological father. It's not going to happen. They're going to think I'm Orlando Brown or something, and just saying stuff. Michael Jackson's my daddy. No, lock him up. That's how they're going to say. That's what they're going to say when they see me and I'm talking about Ric Flair as my dad. They're going to be like, oh, okay, all right, sure. Message. Mr. All Days All said Jay and Bianca going to be on Hot Ones this week. Oh, I am watching that. I love wings. Mr. Always all said 21st century. I ain't been following, but he probably didn't do anything notable in the 2000s. Oh, Tony Hawk was pure 90s? See, I didn't know that. I guess I grew up on him in the 2000s, so I thought he was like an early 2000s guy. I guess he been around. I guess I didn't pay attention to that part of the 21st century. So I get you. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Let's make this a little bigger. Oh, nice. I like that one. And make that a little smaller. Sorry, guys. I'm just setting the mood here. I know there's a different way of saying that, but I'm typing and talking at the same time, so things might not come out right. Okay. So that's ready and that's ready. All right. Bet. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we have 1 minute and 30 some seconds. Okay. Ballet says give Ric Flair some Kleenex and send him on his way. See ya. I heard that. All these officers, did you see Hogan at the I almost said something, but said RNC. No, I almost said something when you said RNC. I was about to say a whole nother abbreviation. I'm gonna skip that one. Rob said, but no, I didn't see that. I did not. Okay. So Rob said when you had time, check out Dragon DDT new video. He doing commentary on CM Punk Road to WrestleMania story from SmackDown versus Raw '09. Awesome. I like it. I like it. All right. All right, people. So we are merely seconds away from beginning. You gotta do this here proper. All right. What y'all think, man? I think I need to do okay. Okay. Hear me out. Okay. I'm gonna start in 10 minutes. Hear me out. Because I want this to be real. Okay. I want all this to be on time. I gotta show y'all something real quick. And it pertains to me doing this. So this is what we're gonna do. To answer your question all days off, this is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take off this. Yeah, like my studio. Don't look at my mustache. It betrayed me once again. I feel like Cody Rhodes every time he get a new partner. I'm surprised KO didn't stunner him for no reason. Valet said, be making time. Rob said also leave Dragon DDT a comment when you have time. heard. All right. Okay. So let me add this. Boom, 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 boom. Bam. All right. You guys see this? This is my spinny willy thing. All right. So basically, I'm gonna spin this wheel, and that's how we're gonna say what genre we gonna be doing. Okay. As you can look at the categories, we got hip hop, R&B, rock, and pop. So when I spin this wheel, it's gonna be one of these four. So I was gonna do just like 4 blocks, but I wanted to make it a little more interesting and make it like what's that, like 12, 16 slices on that pie to really spice it up. It has to be a precise spin to land on it. We got 4 chances on each one. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Now, let me take that off and show you something else. All right. So once we spin that wheel, we're going to spin this wheel. This is the kind of beat we making. So we got sad and melodic. We got hype and turnt. We got catchy and fun, or we got dramatic and bold. So it's always a two-way street when it comes to these things. You can't have sad and turnt. That's going to be weird. Okay. You can't have catchy and dramatic because you can try to do it, but it's going to be so out there that half your audience is going to like it and half of them going to be like, I don't know what this is. Like half of Kanye West beats, right? So that's why they're all paired with each other. Sad and melodic, that's one mood. Hype and turnt, that's another mood. Catchy and fun, that's another mood. And dramatic and bold is entirely different things. So that's the difference between radio hits and album cuts. You're going to have a lot of album cuts that are hype and turnt, and you're going to have a lot of album radio hits that are hype and turn, a lot of album cuts that are dramatic and bold, like intros and outros and interludes. And that's why they're all separated like that. So once we get done with the genre, then we're gonna get to the subgenre, and that's how we'll determine exactly, you know what I'm saying, what kind of beat we making. Because like I said, when we start this 30 minutes, we gotta go all in there. We gotta use all the resources we got. We gotta use the tools we got with the knowledge we have. So that's all we can do. Okay. So that's how we're going to determine what beat to make. I've never done this before. I make beats all the time, been making them for years, but I've never done this before. But it will be very interesting. Okay. So I want to show y'all one more thing, because this is a learning experience for everybody. So I'm going to show you that. So give me 1 second here. Let me take this off. Stop, present, share. All right. Do y'all see this? This is a tool I used when I was in college. This is what they showed us when we were in college, right? So this is a BPM counter. For those who don't know what BPM is, beats per minute. And that's how you determine the speed of your beat, how you make a beat. So I'm going to do this right here as an example. Okay, so what you do is you put your mouse here where it says touch here. You click it. And then the more you tap, the numbers will pop up. First beat. But you have to do it in a rhythmic tone, right? It has to be at the same speed, same tone, at the same time. You see how the numbers kind of stay in the same lane, same area. The average BPM is 56. Nearest whole, or the average BPM was like 56.56. Nearest whole is 57. So any change in speed can turn it down or turn it up. Okay. Perfect example. Let's see. Right. Click. So basically, let's give an example. So what's a song? I'm gonna hit reset. What's a song? They Not Like Us. Okay, I'm gonna give an example. All right. Hey, muscle on the beat, ho, beat, oh, he a map that, he a bring, ho, man on the pen, All right. Somebody got to show out and pop nigga. Certified lovable. You hear that? Hear that? Hear that? Tap, tap, tap. Let's go. Tap, 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 tap. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. All right. Look at that. The average BPM is 98.04. The nearest hole is 98. So that's how you know you close. Timing tap 16. 16 bars is in one verse. So this is like perfect timing. When all the numbers match up like that, that's when you know it's perfect timing. The higher the number, the faster the beat. The lower the number, the slower the beat. Okay. So let's try with Drake's song, Family Matters. Tap. Drop, 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 drop. Drop it for me, man, 49 in the spot. Drop it for you, man, 39. What a thought. I've been really, really trying to keep it PG. I was really, really trying to keep it PG. All right, you see that? So 82.86 is the average. Nearest hole is 83. So those are so close that we got about a perfect time. So see how the number is lower than Kendrick's? It's because it's slower. So that's how we determine the speed. All right. So now that we got that taken care of, I'm going to answer these questions in the comments real quick. Then I'm going to spin our wheels and we're going to start right at 8 o'clock. All right. I got my clock set. World clock. All right. 3 minutes. All right. So let's see what we got. What we got. Ballet said it would have been funny if Hulk Hogan's little headband scarf combo would fell off during the speech. That would have been hilarious. Who are your favorite producers, by the way, Miss All Days Off? Metro Boomin, London on the Track, Mike Will Made It. A lot of those big names like that, especially Metro Boomin. He's really showed me that he's, to me, one of the best we have right now. And Mike Wills is definitely a legend. Rob said your mustache turning heel on heel. Yes, man. It keeps going face and heel like the Big Show. Ballet said, yes, I see it. All they said, oh, this is dope. Thank you, sir. Spin the wheel, make the deal. That's what we about to do. I hope it lands on R&B. That would be nice. This is creative. Never seen someone leave it up to a chance before. Man, thank you. I be trying different ways to figure out how to be as creative as possible. That's just been me. I've always been like that. And that usually leads to great content. So I appreciate it. So I'm always trying to find different ways to be different. You know what I mean? Rob wants it to land on rock. Ballet wants R&B. Rob says, no disrespect. I'm shocked you went to college. Man, I understand, man. It's a perfect example of why college does not mean perfect career. All right? I had bachelor's and everything. You see what I'm doing. Click, click, click. Metro, what college did you go to, if I may ask? Sanford Brown. Do you make beats in double time? Yes, sir. People think create music easy, but it's not. Absolutely. And Rob, when you get a minute, check out your community page. I sent you a beat. Thank you, sir. All days off said DJ making the new wrestlers theme tonight over Thrash, Def Rebel. Oh my goodness, I bet you I can kill any of their songs because Thrash, Def Rebel is trash. Seriously. And Bally said Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, two of the best producers in the game ever. I like it. I'm a fan of Terry Lewis. All right, y'all. We have exactly 1 minute to spin this wheel. So let me take this off. Add this one and see what we get. Spin. R&B. All right. Okay. R&B. This is going to be interesting. Okay. All right. Let me add this one. Spin. Hey. Hey. What happened? Okay, bet. Since y'all want to play. All right, bet. All right. Spin. I had to do it off screen because the camera want to play. And it landed on dramatic and bold. Okay, 8 o'clock. It's exactly 8 o'clock. We got 30 minutes, people. So, all right. They made that Jordan Knight song I was telling you. Oh, okay. Spin the wheel, eyes, damn, damn, damn. Come on, wheel. So we got R&B and dramatic and bold. Wow. So we have to make. I gotta take a sip for this one. Whew. Okay. So we gotta make us an R&B track that's dramatic and bold in 30 minutes. Okay. That's usually the opposite of the amount of time you need for a beat like that. But I'm DJ. So we're gonna do this. All right. Let me pull this down. Woo, and pull it up. So stop that. Add this. Blah blah. Window. Hmm. Bam. Okay. Empty project. So for those new to GarageBand, you start the app off. This is where we start. Empty project. Double click, and this is where we get software instrument, audio, or drummer. You never really want to do a drummer. It's not really necessary. Just do software instrument for the software that's within this app, or audio for your own voice, or if you're adding a plugin. So we're going to be doing both. I always do both anyway. So we're going to just go with software instruments, so we ain't got to manually add that. So we'll just leave it where it's at and hit create. As you can see, it already adds its metronome and it has its takes. So um, you can just let it play if you want. I always exit out of that. You hear that? That's exactly what we were just doing with the BPM counter on that site. Same thing. See how it's counting for you? But we're not going to be using that. So we're going to be making an R&B song, dramatic and bold. So let's do this comment at the same time. Mr. Aldays all said, can we pretend who we are making the song for? Yes. Let me know in the comments who you got. Rob said, did you graduate from college? Yes, sir. I got a bachelor's degree in digital media production. Which R&B artist? It's up to y'all. I'm going to leave that one up to y'all. That's all these other say. I got GarageBand, but trash at it. Oh, this is a fresh course for you, bud. And you got an MPC or using a mouse and computer keyboard. I got me a Mac. All right. So, bam. All right. Where I like to start, I usually like to start with the BPM because, I mean, if you don't, you're going to kind of be all over the place when you get to your final moments. And the idea is to make things as dope as possible, but as smooth as possible. All right. So for a BPM, so we don't have to keep running out of time and keep going back and forth with these windows, I'm just going to, I wonder why it's not showing that. It's not showing GarageBand actually open, is it? All right, that's better. All right. So, okay. All right. So the BPM. So a good example of this is slow and dramatic. So Miss Rob says, Bobby Brown, my prerogative. Bobby, what? Robert, that's not slow. That's not R&B and dramatic and bold. That's like up funk R&B. That no, Rob, no. That's all these awesome ideas. A knockoff Timberland Aaliyah type song. Whew. Okay. Dramatic and bold. Okay. 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 Hold on to that. Give me 1 second. Good one too, Rob. Bobby, my prerogative. Rob, I'm gonna DDT you, man, through the screen. I'm, I'm, I'm saying, I'm gonna have to do that. As always, I said, Belly loves R&B. Wonder her idea. Ballet is laughing. Yes, Mr. All Days Off. Okay, so let's go for that. I think that's pretty slow and dramatic. So we're gonna say Aaliyah. Um, 1 in a Million by Timbaland. Okay. Aaliyah, 1 in a Million. I think that's pretty slow. I think that's pretty dramatic. That bass line is crazy. Only Timbaland, right? So my idea of doing these things is to get people familiar with GarageBand. So most of the tools we'll be using are within the app itself. Okay. So let's get things started. So first, what we want to do is, again, off screen. I'm gonna do this so it doesn't mess with our stream. I'm gonna play Aaliyah's 1 in a Million for like a few seconds. Okay. And then I'm gonna get that BPM, use that, and go ahead and change my BPM on my GarageBand. So let me look that up. Mhm. If we have more time, I would like pop it up as I'm doing it, but we gotta make sense of it too. So love it, baby, 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 love it. All right, cool. So my BPM for that is 61. Okay, 61. So that's what we're gonna go with. So 61 for the BPM. Let me take this down, move this, take these off so it won't be in the way. All right, so 61. All right. So I'm gonna take these off because I don't need them. I'm gonna go right up here where it says CMAJ. I'm gonna go to this arrow right here. Matter of fact, you ain't got to do that. Let's go right here to tempo. That's right in the middle. Default tempo was 120 beats per minute. We're gonna go up or down to 61, which is like half of that, right? So we're right at 61. So what we want to do is we're going to use GarageBand's cheat code, right? So if y'all see my mouse, I'm on the far right hand corner. You see this big loop, it says loop browser. Click it. Now, when you download GarageBand, if you don't have these plugins, you're missing out because there's a lot of loop packs you're going to want if you want to make beats fast. If you want to make beats fast and make them sound and make them pretty much studio already because they're already preset and queued. So right here it says genre. Okay. We're looking for the bass line first. And if we're not looking for the bass line first, we can look for the melody first. Either one, either way, we can go either direction. Um, I'd probably want to look for because we can do a Leah type, but I really don't want to copy it. I just want to have that same type of vibe, right? And either way, it's still kind of slow. So all together, we got our tempo. So we really don't have to focus too much on the bass line, more of the melody for right now. So we're under genre, right? Let's go down to modern R&B. We click that. That's a filter basically. And since none of this other stuff really goes with that, you can also hit hip hop and R&B as another one. So you have two subgenres to really go off. You got hip hop R&B, and you actually have modern R&B as well. So you can add that to your arsenal. And all these, there are presets you can test out and use. But the beautiful part about this is no matter what tempo you set, the beat will change to that tempo. Let me give you an example. Coastal Bliss beat. Scratch that. I'm using that. Okay, because that was perfect. That was perfect. Okay. We wasn't supposed to do the bass line first, but I was already there because we never hit the instrument, so that's on me. But I definitely want that. I definitely want that. That sounds definitely Timbaland. So we're gonna put that right here. We're gonna drag and drop it. That's ready. Let's go back to that. Right now it's at 61 beats per minute. What if we brought it up to like 90, right? Let's see how it would sound now. See how slow that is? So no matter what tempo you set, it's gonna acclimate to the tempo you set. That's the great part. It's like a magic tool. Basically, if you put it at 61, it'll be at 61. If you put it at 90, it'll be the same beat, same bass line, everything. but it'll be sped up to that. So that's the great part. So we already have our bass line. Now, if you want to know what instrument that is, let's check it out. So see where it says instrument. Okay. Technically, all these are, this is all like a combination by default of it. So I would assume it's all drums. See, I just hit all drums as a filter, and it is. So that's why that's there. That's Coastal Bliss Beat all drums. So when it has all drums, that means it has the bass or the kick, the hi hats, and the snare all in one. That's why you got the whole package. A, a, and that's where it stops. And if you want to keep it going, all you gotta do is loop it. So put your mouse up here to the top corner, drag and drop, start in the middle if you want, and play it. But start over. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. I'm not no singer, don't judge me. But I'm basically letting you know what the vibe is. You know what I mean? So we got our bass line on accident, but I'm glad we got it. And now we can go on to something else. Now you see right here it says classic electric piano. That's by default is one of the controls it's gonna put you at just because it's software. So even though you're not using it right now, you probably won't, it'll be there in case you do. So we can just leave that blank for now. All right, so we got our bass line, right? So now, since we got the whole setup, you can skip the snare, you can skip the hi-hats unless you want to add more to it. If you do want to add more to it, we'll go to that later. Okay. So right now we got to go back to what we already have. Let's see. 1 second. Okay. Can y'all hear this? Huh. That's weird. Okay. Let's see what we can do. I'm always playing troubleshooter. Freaking StreamYard, man. Okay. In the background. Uh, hmm. I'm gonna try something out. Could y'all hear that? I'm gonna play it again. Okay, so challenge number two. All right, I figured out a way to where y'all can hear it. The thing is, I don't know if it's clear, and I also can't really pick up the bass. But that's not important. The important part is you're building a beat, and you can get into the 808s and bass lines and all that later on. The main thing is you're trying to learn how to make the beat because although it wouldn't give me the option to share the audio, I just checked it. Um, it lets you share the screen, but not the audio unless it's a tab, unless it's an internet thing. But the fact I'm using the app, it's not letting me do so. So that's the problem. But other than that, I mean, long as y'all get the gist of it. But I will add some extra time to my clock because of the technical difficulties. So yeah, we're back on it. So if y'all haven't heard anything, this is basically again what it sounds like. All right, so we got the bass line ready. So now we need to get us a melody. A melody is just as important, if not more important. Okay, so let's get that melody going. We go ahead and add the screen again. All right, let's add some melody. So we we're in the hip hop and R&B genre. We already got that going. Let's go to the instruments, click off of all drums, and find us a melody. So what would be a good melody to do? So if we're going for dramatic and bold, for that type of beat, we need something that's kind of dramatic. Usually, something dramatic would be like strings or woodwind instruments or something kind of like that. So we can start off there, and then we can see where we got. So all we got to do is sample these sounds and see what they sound like and see if it will make sense. All right. So we can always see, but I think the beat is slow enough, but a little too energetic for something like this. But let's check it out and see what it sounds like anyway. I actually kind of like that. So we'll keep that on the back burner and see what else we got. Okay, and go back to that. Let's check this out. I'm not feeling that one. Not really feeling that one. Nah. See, those sound more classical. And as you can see, it's only four options out of all these. Because if you want more options, you have to just download more of these sounds. You don't know how they sound until you actually play them. So that's why I haven't downloaded everything. I just download a few randomly at a time. So I think personally that what we do have is good enough anyway. I think that the first violin strings were good. So let's move on to another instrument that can be more so of a background, depending on what other instruments we choose. I like to try to get the major one out the way, but since I stumbled upon that, that can still be either in the background or in transition for the next part. So let's see what else we got. I like to see what the piano looks like a lot. Although, like I said, this is more of a upbeat Aaliyah Timbaland bass sound, so it's not too dramatic, but it's dramatic enough. So let's not look for nothing too sad. Just more so, more R&B feeling. So let's see what we got. Okay, something. Mm. And as you can see, the melodies here at the bottom, right here. They let you know how the pattern is gonna go. See that? So that way you don't waste your time being on something too long. Okay. All right. So a good trick if you're trying to see and determine what sound you're going for, listen to how the melody complements the beat, right? So it's something not necessarily seductive, but it's something that kind of grabs your attention to make you lean into it. So you don't want nothing too abrasive, you know what I mean? You don't want nothing that's dun dun dun. Dun. You don't really want nothing like that. You want something that more so blends in. It's smooth. See how it never gets too high, it also never gets too low. It's just right there in the middle. It's where you just cruise on. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't want too much going on with it because you don't want to overcomplicate the beat. So let's see what our guitar is doing. I like adding a little guitar to my slower tracks. I feel like it adds more emphasis on the emotional aspect of it. And just so I don't go too left, I like to go with the electric guitar. So let's see what we got. Has potential. Let's see how it sounds. I like the melody, but I'm not really feeling that particular instrument. So let's check out this section right here, this little pad. You can edit how that instrument sounds. See where it says voice or acoustic guitar or effects, electric guitar and bass. You can change the way it actually sounds by just picking out a certain different kind. Let's see what it sounds like with a sharp chorus. All right, natural strum. Okay, natural flat. Mhm. You can also change it and pretend or treat it like it's a vocal by going to the voice and changing the aesthetic. My favorite is telephone vocal because it sounds like it's in the background or something, like a telephone call. So what I'm getting from this is it's to me a little too abrasive. I feel like it throws off the other melody and focuses too much on that, and then it's not really that attractive anyway. It has a good melody, but as far as that particular instrument, I'm not really feeling. So I think I'm gonna keep going forward and then see if I find something that's kind of on that roll. You know what I'm saying? So Let me see if I can just change it just a little bit. Because I kind of like where it's going. It's just that particular instrument I'm not really too fond of. Let's see if we put it through a phaser. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's so much better. That's so much better. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It just needed to be less in your face and more subtle, like the other sound is. So for those who don't know, yes, a phaser, that's usually what you would call that if you're putting something through. You can call it a filter, basically. It's when something starts off like this, and when you put it through, it goes down like that. It kind of lowers the volume, but also doesn't lose its compression. So that's why it's still there. The presence is still felt, but it's not in your face. And you really have to watch out for those when it comes to synths like that and just loud instruments like guitars, especially electric ones, because they can it's very easy to miss that. Let's play it again. I like it. Okay. So I'll usually build my beats based on the center, like I got now. I got the percussion, I got the bass, I got the hi hat, percussion, snare, everything like that. I have the strong melody and I have a background melody. That's usually when I decide to decompress. So when I decompress, that's usually when I take that and assume that might be the hook, and then I go from there. And when it comes to that, I try to have a pretty quick build up, nothing too slow and drawn out. But since we're doing a dramatic, bold R&B track, we can kind of let the intro to the actual beat kind of coast. So I'm gonna move all this over 8 bars, okay, or four or two stanzas, which is two four blind bars of eight of four. So it's gonna be an intro, a sub intro, and then the hook. Okay. So I don't like to start off with the beat as much as the sound. I like to start off with the sound and I like to build. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this very first one or the last one I just made and put it to the front, drag and drop it. Since that's our main melody, I'm going to I'm going to pull it up again, make a copy of it. And I'm going to pull the first melody up too. So now we have the intro, sub intro, and then the beat. Let's see how it sounds when you build it. Oop, that's on me. I meant to take this part. My bad. Start over. Turn this up a little bit. Take over the whole thing. Y'all like that? All right. So there is one thing missing from that. Okay. Now this is a technicality. You don't have to do this, and especially since you can't hear it with the headphones, it's not really too necessary for you. But when you're building a beat, it's still important to have um, a good, I'd say. Okay, so basically, when the beat drop, that's when the kick comes in. So you're gonna hear them. You know what I'm saying? So you want something to kind of build into that. So what I like to do is bring this loop back over, go to instruments, take off the electric guitar, and put in bass. Okay. So now we're gonna listen to what bass. We're gonna keep the same genre, but we're gonna listen to the bass we have. Let's see what kind of bass we got. Okay. I know it's hard to hear that because no headphones, but trust me, it'll work out. We're gonna add that to it and see what we got. Nice bass in there. All right, so that sounds good so far. I like to overcomplicate my beats, so that's what makes me take so long. I'm trying to learn how to make them simpler, and um, with that, that can also be detrimental. So you want to make things as easy for yourself as possible. Okay, so only thing missing from that transition from the second stanza to the third, I'd say, is more like a transition, like a riser or some type of build up. I don't really want too much of a rise because it's an R&B song and it's dramatic and bold. So it's going to be something still kind of subtle. I have my own outside of that. Let me see what the comments are saying too. I don't want to get too far off. Um, Sounds like an early 90s jam. Appreciate that. The second beat. Yeah. Had to look at that. Up, the arrangement. Thank you. A nice riser effect. Yep. Before the 9. Exactly. You got the right idea all days off. So, transition effect. We need ballet lyrics for the hook. Yes, we do. And the good part about this, when we get done, I will, when we get done, I'll definitely add that to the page so we can just check it out and listen to it. So, all right, let's do this. So let me take that notepad off. Um, Now, when it comes to risers, I don't believe GarageBand has those. So I have my own set from a downloaded place. So we're gonna have to add that. Um, mm, let's see if I put in riser. I like something a little generic. I'm gonna just see how it sounds. It might sound lame, but I want to hear how it sounds too. So let's just check it out. Drag that there. Oops. Let's just see. It's okay. Let's check it out again. Okay. That's pretty cool. Um, let's see what else we have here. So I kind of want to add a little splash to it too. Um, see what we got. Add that here and see what it sounds like. Yeah, I like that. So what I like to do is with that, um, basically just repeat it. I copy and paste that to the next 4 bars because, I mean, more than likely you're going to be in the same realm of what you was talking about anyway. Um, After that, we can kind of change things up a little bit. So let's add another one to it, just so we'll know what we're doing. And let's add a different bass line. So let's take out that Coastal Bliss beat and see what else we got. Um, Back to the bass, or back to the take that bass off, go back to all drums, see if we got us a decent beat. It's decent. Okay, I like that one. That's what we're gonna add right here, but we're gonna muddy it up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna muddy it up. So what I mean by that, y'all know those Drake songs where the beat will kind of go underwater a little bit. Um, okay, perfect example. I'll play this right here. Let's see. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just say, you know how the Beatles sound kind of muffled, so that's what we're gonna do with this part. Add a little more dramatic effects, so it can be a little bold. So we drag that there. We're gonna add a plugin. Um, let's see. Do we want to do modulation? Filter. Let's go to auto filter. Auto filter is going to make it like that for you. You won't have to change nothing. All right. So let's hear what it sounds like with the auto filter. Actually, let's make that beat an auto filter as well. So I just copied and pasted it. Let's bring that here. So what we're also going to do, since we're going to make that a little muddy, we're going to add our own snare. Again, off the screen. Got my own set here. Add this, something kind of crazy. Let's see. And drag this here, drop that, put it on the 4th stanza. Right here. See how it sounds. Let's make that a little muddy too. So we're gonna go back to that, add the snare, add the plugin, auto filter, turn it up a little bit, exit out. And let's add a little echo to really put the dramatics in, right? So let's add the echo. We're going to see how the echo sounds every 4th beat and check it out. All right, that's too far away, so let's change the echo. Turn that off. Echo needs to be at 8. Let's check it out. Nope, still too far away. Let's get it even closer. Echo needs to be at 16. See how it sounds. All right. Let's copy and paste it. That's okay. Let's bring that to the second one and add a different one that's a little more demanding, and then have the echo in the back. So let's do this right here. Bam. No echo with that one. Turn echo off. Let's make this here. Actually, let's put that last and just repeat this. Put that up there. Rinse and repeat. I know Miss All Days Off, I'm going kind of fast, but I would definitely break this down at a later time as well. And there. Bring it back just a little bit. Rinse and repeat. Drag and drop. Needs to be brought back a little bit. Needs to be brought up a little bit. That needs to be brought back. So it's that. Okay. All right. Let's see where we got caught up at. All right. By the way, I definitely did not make it in under 30 minutes. So we are past the 30-minute mark. That's on me. But we did try. We did try. I did get into this a little much. I really do like this. But for sure, I'm gonna have to break it next time. That kind of threw me off when it wasn't working, but we good. All right. Valley said I have to break out a pen and a pad. All Days Off said, yeah, that was dope. The crash, appreciate it. Valley said 1981 stuff, yeah. One of those beats. This beat sound dope. Thank you, Rob. All Days Off said these stock GarageBand sounds or you bought packs. They are stock. You can just download them, but be aware of how much computer space you have because they do take up quite a lot. So that's why I haven't downloaded everything, but I downloaded a good amount from each thing. So, yep, they're in the pack for free. We found some packs at Parts Unknown. I found my percussion from Parts Unknown. When it comes to my 808 snares, hi-hats, crashes, all that percussion is from a different site. But all this stuff on the inside is from GarageBand, and I'm so glad they have it. Rob said, oh, and by the way, I sent you another beat on your same community page. You'll love them. Them bad boys, no Diddy. All these also I hear Tamar Braxton on the hook every time he plays it. I'm following along. Bally said I like it a lot. And Bally said, are you able to save what you create? Yes, and it's a great idea to save it every time. So what I do is I hit Command Save. You don't have nothing for it yet, just save it until you rename it. And that's it. And that way, 30 minutes later, if you keep working on your beat, be like, hey, I need to save this or I'm going to lose everything I worked hard for. Command Save. Done. And they'll leave off where you stopped. So let's play this from the beginning and go. Actually, okay, so that was good. We did good by taking out the elevated heart. So we did have that. So that got added. We need to take away the breathless harp so we can add more to when the beat starts over. So, um, so let's do that. All right. Let's take that out and see how it sounds without it. Pretty dramatic, pretty lonely. So good. We don't need that. So what we're establishing here is basically we have an intro, a sub intro, and then the hook. All right. Um, so the verse basically starts here where it's muddy, which is different. Usually when we start the hook off, it's supposed to be like our verse is supposed to be more abrasive in your face and ready to, what I'm saying, do its thing. But this time, since it's bold and dramatic, we're starting off at a low point, which is different. So basically, we can kind of copy and paste our original sounds and we can add to it because we want to keep that life story guitar in there throughout the whole song. That's our lifeline. Everything else is kind of tangible. So we're going back to that, putting that back here. We can add our breathless harp back. Actually, we should keep that breathless harp out. Let's keep the breathless harp out. This sound. Let's keep that out as much as we can. We only want to use that for the hook. Okay, so let's take that out um, and see about bringing this bass line back, our original. Okay. So now we're going to try a different sound. Okay. This is what I call candy. This is the part where I add a sound that's melodic and people really like to hear in the background. It's like a good centerpiece. Uh, and I call it candy because everybody wants some. And that's the part of the song that's catchy that you like. So, good example Chris Brown featuring Lil Wayne and French Montana, Loyal. Nick Nack from the West Coast made that beat, and he does this thing where he puts his candy in his beats to make you really like it. What's a good example? That Loyal song, or that I'm Up song with Kid Ink and Omarion. It's a different type of sound. Let me see if I can just pull it up real quick for just a second. Mm. Oh, why? Okay, that's cool. We can just add this real quick. Let me bring this off, take this off the stage, and add this right here, just so y'all can hear what I'm talking about real quick, just a few seconds, right here. Y'all hear that? Um, so y'all get what I'm saying, basically. And dun, 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 dun. It's just that's the part that is the most. It's the most catchy. It makes you remember the song. It's one of them sounds that makes you be like, oh, okay, I really like that. If I don't hear nothing else, let me hear that. You know what I'm saying? It's even later on in the song, still around. And that's just an example, right? So that's what I mean by candy. So we need candy for this beat. We want to make it memorable along with its soft sounds. Just give it something to remember it by. Uh, um, okay. Uh, do you usually love the sounds of mixer? I usually don't. That's dope. Thank you, sir. Ballet said no harp. All days off say he's saying the harp sound is the melody for the hook only. Ballet says okay, and all days off said they got the orchestra sounds on here. Yes, yes they do. If this wasn't an R&B song, I probably would have went the orchestral route and made like a Tory Lanez, Meek Mill, Liddy type song when it came to that type of orchestration and the extra part, or a Meek Mill Dreams and Nightmares type thing. I probably would have went that route. All right, so that, present that, take that away from that, move that there, hit this button, blah blah blah, bing bing bong, and we're there. Okay. All right, so we need some candy. So take off the drums. Let's see what piano we can find. Okay, pianos are really good for candy. So let's see what we got. Again, we don't want nothing too repetitive. Something kind of flows. That candy ain't sweet enough. Hmm. Nah, not for this one. We getting somewhere. Sounds beautiful. Let's see how it sounds with the actual song. Hmm. Doesn't really go like that. Mm. Um, uh, let's see what this Sparks Fly piano sounds like on there. So I like it, but it kind of clashes with the other one a little bit. So let's mute that and see what it sounds like solo. No Sokoa. It's a little off beat to me. I don't know. Sounds a little weird. Okay, so if the piano's not working, I like to add another instrument for my candy instead. So another one's woodwind, like a flute. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what it sounded like. Okay, okay. That's a perfect example of candy. See? Okay. Now let's see how it sounds with our main melody. Hopefully it sounds right with it. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Now that sounds good, but it's a little abrasive. So let's either turn it down a little bit or bring down the tone. So if you want to bring down the tone, certain instruments you can do that with. And let's see if we can do it easily with modulation or actually pitch and then vocal transformer. And let's bring the pitch down by no, we like the tone, we like the pitch. Let's bring the sound down by one, see what it sound like. Kind of like the tone, but it makes it sound a little choppy because it's not an actual vocal. Let's check it out again in its original state. Okay, bet. So if we want to make sure it sounds good in a continuous state, let's repeat and loop the whole sound. Okay. Leave it off at the ends and let it loop again. All right. So I like that. Let's bring the flute down just a little bit, but we're gonna keep it same tune because even though it's kind of high, it's still nice. We just don't want it to be annoying or too out there. We want it to kind of blend in. It's supposed to be it's candy, but it's still a background character in the scene, so it can't take over the spotlight. That's why we have the main guitar. A little more, just a little more, probably about one, by one. Yeah, I think that's a decent level. And we can also add a little reverb so it can be kind of spacious. It can kind of flush out and breathe. So let's add like a little reverb to it right here, right there. All right. Now let's hear it from the beginning one more time before we go forward. All right. So, sorry about that. I had to get the charger. So, Mr. All Days Off says an echo effect on the flute would be nice. So, I agree. Um, let's add an echo effect to that flute. Let's hear how it sounds by itself. Go down here, plug in, go up to echo. Let's see about 4. See how that sounds. Hmm. I don't hear any echo. Um, there it go. Let's do 4. Yeah. And if you want to add, if you want to take away some of the loudness from the echo, you can always move the wet down, and that's how you take out the lingering sound. It can still linger, but not be as loud. Yeah, it's more subtle. Let's see how it sounds with the beat now. Let it go. Okay. If everybody's still here. Okay. So all we need to do is add a couple more sounds, or actually maneuver some of these sounds over, like this one. And coastal beat. Actually, we can leave the coastal beat off. And we can add, let's see. We can take that flute and muddy it like we did the other ones. So let's drag and drop that. Put that auto filter on there. See how that sounds. Let's add that bass line back to it. And let's add this rise back to it. So I'll copy and paste that, drag that over, add it right here. I'm gonna drag this over to give us some more room. And we're going to copy and paste our hook and the verse and everything else. So drag and drop and take all this and copy and paste it right here. And then take our hook, Copy and paste it. Add some room real quick because we need room. All right. Copy and paste this hook real quick. Bam. We're going to leave that last part off. And we are going to chop off the last end of that, of our main verse, our main melody. Right here. Split that. Double this. Take that off. Drag and drop this piece. And put an echo behind it. Nice. And that's it. I think that's simple enough. I think we did that. All right, we're back. Everybody's back. It's coming together. That's all. There's also they got ambient wind sounds for background. They might. I usually, when it comes to that, like just download it off of stock from like the internet, YouTube or something. YouTube has a lot of sound effects in their library, so or just to look up and download. So when it comes to stuff like that, I go to YouTube. So we have our beat together. I'm gonna go ahead and take this down. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and export this, save this, and export it so we can hear it in our headphones and hear it better and clear. So share, export song, save it as far side R and B. Export. And it's bouncing. You should play the song with the Pick Up Your Girl Keisha Cole from Google Images. I know, right? To give it a theme. Huh. I think I have an idea then. I think I have an idea. Yeah, perfect picture. Okay. I miss all days off. We're gonna make this a thing. All right, let's see. Take that off, add this, save. Far side R and B. Okay. So I'm gonna export that as a video. That way we can get Keisha Cole's face. And in just a few moments, we're gonna be done with our song, people. A song, a beat that we came up with. Rob said, if you had time, could you play those beats I sent you on your community page? Yes, sir. I got like uh, 10 minutes. So if we allow enough time, then yes. If not, then I have to do that next time. But I will be streaming Wednesday too, so we have our time there too. Ms. Always also said, how much space is your computer? How much space is needed to just play with GarageBand? Not too much space is needed. I mean, with 8 gigabyte or not gigabytes, 8 gigabytes. Um, unless I'm looking at that wrong. I don't know if some people have like a terabyte, and it just depends. But um, shouldn't need too much. Shouldn't be too much going on. If you ain't got nothing else going on and a bunch of stuff there, you should be able to play with it quite a bit and get a lot of download a lot of sounds. All right. Okay, people. So we're about to play our finished product. It took us long enough, but it's fine. We ran into challenges, but hey, we're gonna get it through. Valley said the beat's playing in my head. It's all said terabyte. That's what I thought it said initially, but now I'm seeing 8 gigabytes. So I don't know if that's how many are in a terabyte or what. I don't understand. It's throwing me off. All right, y'all. Take this off. Y'all ready? It's playing in y'all head. Y'all about to hear it clearly now. Now I'm about to add the video. So without further ado, let's play our beat. Mm-hmm. In 3, 2. Oh, my bad. All right. Gotta have it pulled up. All right. Now, without further ado, let's play our beat. Why do the streams mock me? Why do they mock me? I try and I try and I there we go. Okay, bet. Cool. All right, let's do this. Let's go. Y'all hear that sub bass? Yeah. Mm, mm, woo. Boom, boom. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 just talking tough, talking real, it's talking tough. Promise you it's not enough. I'm just stopping stuff, talking real and talking tough. Promise you it's not enough. You said tell y'all the lyrics on the hook. Man, I don't know. I never be freestyling singing. And yeah, I can hear her on there. But I don't know. I pictured the song being called like "Not Enough" or something like. Talking tough, popping real and talking stuff. Promise you it's not enough. It's never enough. Talking real and talking tough, making things and talking stuff. Promise you it's not enough. Oh, the popping stuff, talking real and talking tough. Promise you it's not enough. I just popping stuff, popping real and popping tough. Promise you it's not enough. Yep. So I don't know. I just be trying sounds until something stick. Like as y'all can hear, I didn't even have words. All I had was not enough. All I had like something, popping real and talking tough. Promise you it's not enough. Oh, talking real and talking tough. Promise you it's not enough. Yeah, I don't know. Ballet got the hands clapped. I appreciate it. All these all talking about the hook. I like the addition of the bass. Yeah, the sub bass really thickens the plot. I like using sub bass when I can. It's a very tricky instrument, but when it does work, it works, and it adds that heaviness without adding the actual 808. If I actually had real time to really work on this beat and really did my thing, I would have added a lot of 808s to that kick because the bass line is good, but it definitely needs that boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to shake your trunk a little bit. So, but without it, it still sounds real smooth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad y'all helped me. Y'all pretty much helped me make this beat. You know what I mean? And if that beat was really polished up, I feel like it could be a hit for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Never enough is good. Appreciate that. My love is never enough. LOL, definitely a Keisha track. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I can see it being like, no matter what she do, no matter what happens, it's just never enough. The guy's just always trash. He always gonna cheat on her. He always gonna do her wrong, no matter if she changes her ways. It's like that type of feeling. So I don't know. Maybe I should pitch that to her. Keisha, you listening? That said, yeah. It's always all said this was fire. You might have something making beats on screen. For once, YouTube didn't hate on us and cut you off. I know, right? That might be something that we make into a thing. Because as far as consistent content, we're not always going to have PLEs. I'm definitely doing as many PLEs as I can. That's going to happen. But without those, you know what I'm saying? There's really not much else going on, but I would like to be live with y'all every Sunday. I can pretty much every Sunday period. So this might be our thing. Let's make some beautiful music together and randomize it to where you don't know what you're gonna get. So I don't know. I might have found something for my mom. I might see if she liked the beat and give it to her so she can sing on it. And I know I gotta fine tune it and stuff, but I think she like it. I think so. Something kind of slower and smooth. That's a good idea. I think I'm gonna do that. We'll try that out. Keep it in the family. Ballet laugh. Rob said you gotta rap over these beats. That might be a thing too. That might be a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Make a beat. You have to, I don't know, make a beat in 30 minutes and then make a song for it in 30 minutes. You know, something like that. So we tried this out. I tested it. I never did this on live before. I never made a beat on the spot in front of people. You know what I'm saying? So, um, you know, this might be a thing. It was my first time, so that's why it's a lot longer than it should be. But I think from here going on out, we can definitely lock in that 30-minute slot. I was really more so trying to introduce y'all to what it is to work in GarageBand while also having some technical difficulties. So now that we know what to do when that happens, since you can't actually do that live with the sound, I can at least let you hear it play from my computer, and at the end, the finished product. I think that's better anyway. It's like putting cookies in the oven. You know it's going to be good, but you can't eat it raw. So you got to wait for them to come out, and then you get your good product out of that. So I like it. So that's pretty much all I was doing with it. I wanted, like I said, probably do that every week if that's what y'all want to do, and we can make something happen. You know what I mean? Also, be on the lookout for some new music from your boy coming sooner than soon. So yeah. Miss all these say you got examples of your other genres. No, and that's the best part. I can make other genres, but I never do. I don't have any beats that's already made that are pop, rock, or R&B. So I'd say that wasn't my first attempt at an R&B track, but it was my first actual one. I've tried it before in the past years ago, but I knew nothing, and I mean nothing about producing R&B tracks. I was still learning how to make beats anyway. So now that I know what I'm doing, trying it wasn't too bad doing it this time. So the only other rock I've done before was the intros for my animation, but that's it. I've never made a full-fledged rock beat, pop beat, or R&B. So I'm pretty much experimenting with y'all live and testing my own skills and trying to do it in a time limit. So that's what makes it so fun, because it came out fire this time, but I can't guarantee it's gonna come out fire every time. So that's just how it is. Rob said, if you have time, would you play those beats I sent you from community page? Rob, do me a favor. Can you save them for Wednesday? Like I said, I will be streaming in 3 days. So we'll be here a lot longer and have more time. And I for sure got you. And so as I say, you may have popped a rock beat before. No, sir, I haven't. And it came out fire, folks, just for sure. Appreciate it. I thank you, Robson. No problem, my brother. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. And yeah, I'm definitely giving that to her. Let's see what she do with it. But that's all for now, y'all. That's what I'm gonna do. And every time, if y'all want to do that, just let me know, and we can do a spin the wheel and make some beats. You know what I'm saying? Every week. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Ballet said we did our thing tonight. Yes, we did. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I didn't get a chance to even tell y'all like what I was doing for today. I usually post in the community post, but I just didn't get a chance. So I figured if y'all popped out, then y'all pop out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad y'all popped out. I appreciate it. And it was fun doing it. And the randomizer makes it so much more challenging, which is why I love it. Anybody, I mean, I can not say anybody can make a beat, but I can make a beat like it's nothing, but it's about giving you something. Like I said, like the cooking show. You know what I'm saying? You got 5 ingredients, make a cake out of it. Okay, I'll just use this as the flour and use this as an egg, and it works. So I think the beat was pretty decent. Uh, Rob said I sent you Tapion's theme remix. Heard, got you. All these all say, oh well, you gotta use this beat in the video one day for SummerSlam predictions or something. That might be our thing, man. I might like because I would like to have a theme, and doing this is good practice. I do got some music coming out soon, and I'm going to be using that as my themes too. But like, yeah, I would love to do that. You said this beat though for that's not bad. What's today? Sunday? Dang, I should have did that yesterday. That's cool. Um, I'll just post that some point this week. Um, as far as that, I'll do that at some point. But yeah, definitely to make the SummerSlam predictions. I think that would be a good, nice backdrop beat. So thank you, Mr. All Days All. Uh, Rob said, down your Childish Gambino page. Okay, got you. This wasn't bad at all. Thank you, sir. Mr. All Days All said, Master Chef. Yeah, bacon and eggs. Rob said, hope who you hope win Blood and Guts. I don't even know the match card. All I know is the Elite and them versus Swerve and them. I don't know no other match. I've been looking it up and I haven't seen nothing else. But when I get that in, I'll definitely check it out, and hopefully y'all be around when I stream then. Because I'll be streaming that Wednesday night. Mr. All Days Off says SummerSlam is August 3rd. Yes, sir. I will be there. I'm definitely doing SummerSlam too. I believe that's on a Saturday. I think so. Uh, yeah. I think Great American Bash is coming up soon on NXT. Might be streaming that. Don't know yet. Yep. Swerve, Darby Acclaimed, and Mark Briscoe versus Okada, Bucks, Hangman, and Jack Perry. Yep, that's going to be dope. Hopefully we get some more matches, though, because I don't know what else is going on. But I'm definitely going to be streaming it. So thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate y'all. We did it. We did it. We got the beat done, and it is beautiful. Just as beautiful as Miss Keisha Cole here. All right. So thank you guys for coming through. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all in just a few days when I stream Blood and Guts. Y'all have a good one. Good night. Thank you for swinging by, and y'all be safe. Thank you guys. For sure.